Hey gang, welcome back. It is I, DrBossKey, and I think we've done it. I think we have the first version of the end-level ranking system. Why don't I take us over and we can take a look at this. I need to test it anyway, so I thought I would demonstrate and talk about it a little bit. Yeah, so why don't we jump in? So first and foremost, each of these is basically an enemy, and I won't go too deep in the world weeds with this. So we have 4 major parameters. Ooh, how do I want to go through this? How about I do it while I explain? Okay, so do one of these. Actually, let's do this. So if you don't achieve any of the parameters, so you have the Loki's collected, the pacifist modes completed, all monster trophies collected, secret found, every level's got a secret, high score. So this is both your this is your cumulative high score throughout throughout the level, and also you have the Royal Highness score, which is essentially a second threshold. So we set those on a per level basis. So the way the scoring system breaks down is that each one of these parameters, so for the top 4, if you earn any of these, then you will gain an additional rank. So I'll show you that. So for instance, if you collect all the Lokis in the level, and technically if you kill all the Lokis, but we'll say collected. And so you get a little check mark, as you can see there.
Courageous.
Yeah. All right. So if you collect in any order out of the top 4, so if you collect 1, you get a C rank. If you don't collect any, you get a D rank. If you collect 2, you guessed it, you get a B rank. Nice job. So here's a good example of that. We got to test it anyways. And the important part was that I wanted to make sure that as long as you completed any one of these objectives in across the level, then you gain an additional rank. All right, here it comes.
Bodacious.
I haven't heard bodacious in a long time, so I was like, why not? All right, and so same thing occurs. So if you collect 3 out of the 4, I bet you can guess what the next rank is. And we wanted to give positive reinforcement for the check marks coming in.
Amazing.
All right. And as you can guess it, so if you get 4, then you get another rank. And it was important that that it was dynamic. So you can, we're really reinforcing that in every level, achieving these 4 things is one of the most important parts for your rank.
Awesome.
And so then, if you collect all 4 things, and let me see here if this works. Actually, I gotta test this. So assuming we got the high score, I'm pretty sure it's just a D rank. Make sure my rules work correctly. Yeah, this was a lot of fun to use the Shmup Creator UI text system and layout system.
Determined.
So it is possible to get a high. Well, technically it shouldn't be possible to get a high score without doing things like shooting all the Lokis or getting pacifist mode, because we're going to weight each one of those variables to be a very high score. So for instance, completing pacifist mode not only gives you a bunch of goodies, but the actual object itself will make like 500,000 points. So it won't be possible with all the multipliers and craziness. And this is tuning and balancing. This is how you get to the final bits of a system in terms of gameplay, also for exploits. But for instance, then those are expectations that you've done all 4 of those things. So I'm going to have fun, and our playtesters going to have fun setting these scores. And then if those things are true, and you manage to hit a certain threshold, so you keep your multiplier up, you've got lots of screen clears, you've got all of the 4 main variables, then you get, hey, there we go. I will show you. I'll show you what you get. What do you get, you ask? Well, this is what you get. And the last rank possible is this. So, so the assumption is we both set two score thresholds as well for your high score and your highness score, right? And only if you complete all those things and you can consider the level just destroyed.
Supreme Being!
Yeah. And you can get the highest rank possible. And so a big part of shmupping, right, is trying to get to that 1cc clear. The ranking system reinforces the score system, the multipliers, and it all feeds into how do you min-max and get the highest score possible. So as we implement this across the levels, it's going to be important, obviously, for playtesting and tuning to be able to set those scores. And it's going to be fun, but it's also going to be challenging, right? So, and I think the other side of this is when we go through the process of, because we haven't added all the enemies, I still want to do dynamic spawns. I now need to go in and then hook up to the world each of these parameters. So, and that's going to, like, it's going to be fiddly, but this just work. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just work. So, so that's it. I'm excited. Now, I probably have a good day's worth of effort if I don't find a good way to copy and paste essentially all of this visual scripting into. And this is the beast. This is the beast. Look at this. Beastly. And how to basically copy and paste all of this scripting. And what I will probably do is I'll do a Shmup Creator tutorial because through this process, I was able to put together some interesting complex logic using kind of like bools as a bunch, like a switchboard, right? And also, the visual polish there, and I can kind of go through what that process looks like. But that's a different video, and this is way, way deeper. So, and it also gives me this crazy rat's nest, right? Look at this thing. So wish me luck as I port this between levels, because that's the next big thing. But otherwise, if you have any suggestions, feedback, comments on the ranking system and how we're approaching it, feel free to let me know in the comments. To everyone else that's watching out there and following along, thank you very much. See everyone next time. Bye.